happening, right, Vasant? Vasant, interview not happening, right? Interview not happening, right? ठीक है, तो just चलो, let's start up, let's frame up for this. At your position, guys, under a minute. Sorry, 1.5 minutes to go on air. Seven, frame up, on stand, on Bimani. Gautam, a bit to your left. Or more. Bolo. Yeah, that's it. 6 and Ajay, तुम्हारा कैमरा 6 रहेगा. ये. Gautam का कैमरा 7 रहेगा. Under a minute, guys. Under a minute. Under a minute. Isha and Ajay, your camera will always be 6. Yeah. A bit to your left. A bit to your left, Gautam. Gautam, a bit to your left. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Beauty आएंगे locator के साथ. I'll cue you, Gautam. You've got the monitor, right? Yeah, that's okay now. Sorry? Yes, sir. I'm okay. Don't worry. So, Gautam, I'll animate the locator. You'll talk on the locator. I'll come to you on a live shot then. On air in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The stars are shining in Mumbai. The Wankhede Stadium is all set for a very special occasion. It's all about road safety. The Road Safety 11 against the No Honking 11 at the Tata Horn Not OK Please Cup. Yes, indeed, the Wankhede Stadium has seen so much of cricket, so many different varieties of cricket. But this one is going to be a very special occasion for a very special cause. And I've got a couple of guests here in my studio. First, I've got Isa Guha and, of course, Ajay Mehra. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, Gautam. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
And what a cause this one, isn't it?
Certainly is a great cause, Isha. I know both Ajay and myself come from a part of the world where we see cars much more indisciplined than in your part of the world, but you can empathize all the time you spent in this part of the world.
Absolutely. Every time I come to India, there is a lot of noise around the roads, and cricket's just such a powerful way to be able to be a force for change. It's wonderful that they have this initiative. They're trying to enforce it within Maharashtra, but hopefully be able to spread the initiative throughout the whole of India. And just be smarter about the way people drive.
And the beauty of this is, you know, driving is something that's common to everybody. Every player out there is going to play. They ultimately get into a car and drive, not just a cricket ball, but a car. So they'll understand it's not just a cause that is far away from their lives.
Yeah, you're right. You know, and this is very important as well, Gautam, because you got to understand that your noise pollution is very sickening for everybody. It's not very easy. It's growing all the time in India, especially. And in this part, you know, it's a very good cause. People got to understand it. The awareness has to be created. And the cause, I think, is very good. You know, road safety, a lot of accidents we see every year, worldwide, not only in India, worldwide. So I think overall we see the cause. I think it will have a lot of impact on the people. So the cause the players are playing out here is a very good one.
Certainly is. Isha, one more quick point from you. The atmosphere here, no matter what, cricket fans come in, whether it's an international match, a festival match, to see the biggest stars shine, and here it'll be for a cause.
It really is. The Wankhede is such a special place for players to play, but also I feel very fortunate to be here commentating. It's going to be a fantastic occasion. We've got some big stars on show, the likes of Yuvraj Singh and Suresh Raina, who are the two captains for this evening. But we're seeing some young Indian cricketers being involved in this match, and a wonderful opportunity for them to kind of shine on the big stage ahead of a wonderful tournament as well in the IPL.
Yes, I can tell you it's not just the stars on the field who are the big names here at the Wankhede. There were some very big names from the world of politics also here in Mumbai who were out here a few minutes ago. Amul Mazumdar was part of that felicitation. Yes, wonderful to see those big names over there. Just had a quick word with both Nari Contractor and, of course, Sunil Gavaskar there, as well as Ajit Wadekar. But what about the surface? At the end of the day, it's going to be a cricket match. The two gentlemen and the lady, of course, you heard from earlier, Isaguha and Ajamera, were out there earlier to assess the 22 yards.
Under lights, always a great atmosphere at the Wankhede. This should be a cracker of a game. Let's see what the surface is. I've got with me Isha. Isha, what do you think about the surface here?
First of all, Ajay, it's an absolute pleasure to be here with so many star names on show. It's going to be a cracker of a game, as you say, and for a wonderful cause as well. Let's take a look at the pitch, shall we? There's a lot of grass on it, as you can see down here, lots of grass covering, and all the way down the length of the pitch as well. It's pretty much the same shade as the outfield, which will mean that it will come through very quickly for the players, which is perfect for this game, because it's all about road safety and dipping and ducking out of the quick deliveries.
Well, what is the length you feel the bowlers should target? You know, they should be bowling back of length?
Well, I think so while it's relatively dry. Later on, dew might become a bit of a factor around 8 o'clock or so, where there is a little bit more moisture. At that stage, the bowlers might want to pitch it up a little bit more and extract a bit of deviation off the pitch as well. But while it's dry, get it back of a length, get a few bounces in there as well, make it difficult for the batters. And also, I think that might come into play with the toss as well. Yeah. Whoever wins the toss might want to field first.
Yeah, that's a very important point, because dew might be a very important role here, and the captain win the toss might just bowl first.
Yeah, I can tell you I've been here for the last 15 days here in Mumbai, and it was always about the dew factor. Yes, you look at the surface. Will there be a little help for the quicker bowlers? A bit of spin. But at the end of the day, when it starts getting damp, you're playing with a bar of soap.
Well, absolutely. It makes it very difficult for spinners. They have to think about the type of variations they want to bowl. For the pace bowlers as well, sometimes with the moisture you are able to extract a bit more out of the pitch. If that doesn't happen, it will still come through quickly. The batters will enjoy it because it will come through nicely. And generally here at the Wankhede, it's a very fast outfield. So I think we're going to see lots of boundaries, lots of sixes as well.
Yeah, you're right. I think she's right, because, you know, if you see, bowling first is always better. You can grip the ball. When the ball gets a bit wetter, it's not easy to grip the ball, especially for the spinners and some high-quality spinners playing in both the sides. So I think winning the toss is going to be a big advantage. But overall, I feel, you know, when you're chasing in the second innings, the ball will just come slightly better onto the bat.
Well, we've got a star-studded team out here. Amul Mazumdar, you saw briefly, Saguha, Ajay Mehra. What about Mel Jones? She was out there with the captains and the dignitaries for the all-important toss.
Well, it is world-class T20 cricket here at Wankhede Stadium. It's a Tata Horn, not okay, please. T20 Cup. We have the two teams out in the middle and the captains. We have Suresh Raina from the Road Safety 11. They'll be the away team this evening. And the No Honking 11, captained by Yuvraj Singh. We've also got some dignitaries with us as well. Match referee Arti Vaidya, welcome. And we also have, tossing the coin for us today, Mr. Suprakesh, who is the company secretary of Tata Sons. And then we also have Diwakar Raute, Cabinet Minister of Transport from Maharashtra. Right, let's get things underway. You have the coin.
Okay, 7 is down.
Just making sure we know which is heads and tails. Home team, Yuvi. Off you go. Tails is the call. There we go. I think you've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to bowl first.
You have a bowl first. You are looking very fit. What's your secret?
I've been working really hard over the years, and it's always good to be back in the team and looking always when you work really hard and everything looks beautiful around you. I'm enjoying the moment right now.
What's the thoughts behind winning the toss on this deck in particular?
I think I've seen MPL games. He always does something initially, and we have a local coach who has a lot of information about this wicket. And first of all, I think just wanted to congratulate to Maharashtra Police. They're doing a very good cause for this initiative, and a lot of international star has been supporting this cause. I think good to be part of this.
Shreyas Iyer has been here for the last 10 days, smashing runs all over the place. Is he one of the sort of the key players for you?
Definitely, we have a couple of more players, and he's been the local lad, and he has done really well in the last couple of months. So hopefully, we got a good game today.
All the best, and keep spreading the word.
Thank you so much.
Yuvi, what would you have done this evening?
Yeah, just happy to be here. The game's organized by RTO. It's for a good cause. And all the top players are playing, and it's for road safety. And hopefully it's for good cause. I heard they're like more than 5 lakh people died on road accidents. So it's tough to hear that. So we're playing for a good cause, and I'm sure tonight we can all contribute.
What are your driving skills like?
Well, after hearing that, definitely go a bit slower. Always love driving, but after definitely my experiences, I'm a decent driver now.
And a nice little hit out before the IPL?
Yeah, definitely. I thought it would have been a good game for practice before the IPL starts, and you know, this ground brings me a lot of memories of winning the 2011 World Cup. So very special place to start off the IPL.
Happy to have a bat first?
Definitely. I mean, it looks like a good weekend. Hopefully we can put some runs on the board.
All the best.
Thank you.
There you go. Road Safety have won the toss today, and they're going to have a ball first.
Yes, maybe it's a bit ironic, but the two captains of the respective sides, Yuvraj Singh and Suresh Raina, well, they both like their cars, they both like a bit of speed, but I reckon they'll be spreading the message of trying to tone things down. There you can see Yuvraj Singh leading the side that will be batting first. Some firepower in there with the likes of Dinesh Karthik, KL Rahul, and the youngsters like Shubman Gill and Ravindra Gaikwad in the middle order. But the Road Safety 11, they've also got a nice mix of the under-19 stars like Kamlesh, Nagarkoti, and the old man, Praveen, Tambe, all of 46. So what a contrast that's going to be. Under 19 and over 45. It is Suresh Raina's team, the Road Safety 11, who have won the toss and will be fielding first. And we can see the two teams walking out there. Yuvraj Singh in blue. They're going to be batting first after losing the toss, but it's all about the occasion here at the Wankhede Stadium. And the men in yellow, all accompanying the youngsters as we await the formalities, the wonderful formalities of the national anthem very shortly. There's Suresh Raina, the opposition captain. So many familiar names: Shikhar, Dhawan, Harbhajan Singh, both the Pandyas. And now we await the start of the national anthem as the dignitaries join the two teams. The Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, and the Transport Minister from the government of Maharashtra. It's very much his initiative, with the blessings of the Chief Minister, the contribution of Sunil Gavaskar and his team. It's all wonderful teamwork being put together. Chief Minister now goes and meets the two teams. First, Yuvraj Singh introducing his boys, familiar figures like Dinesh Karthik, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant. There's Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya. Harbhajan Singh, he always gets a roar here in Mumbai, doesn't he? And that's Hardik Pandya on the other side. And there's the opposition team, the Road Safety team, led by Suresh Raina, Shikhar Dhawan, Manoj Tiwary. There's Yuzvendra, Chahal, Shreyas, Iyer will play a big part here. Praveen, Tambe, Kamlesh, Nagarkoti. And bringing up the rear, Ishan, Kishan and Hardik Pandya. All the stars of Indian cricket, young and old, are here at the Wankhede. And let's await the goosebump moment today, the national anthem.
And quite, and roll the national anthem. Hang on, got them done, you're done. Stand RF1, steady. Q on, Q on. Q on upstairs. PD, Q on karna.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Tata Horn Not Okay Please T20 Cup. It's a fantastic initiative, and we've got two teams out and ready.
Clear RF2, clear RF1.
Suresh Raina and his team in the yellow, and leading from the front, Suresh Raina has got some terrific youngsters in the team as well. Hardik Pandya, Vinay Kumar, the senior pros, Shreyas Iyer in his team, Yuzvendra Chahal, the star of the show for India the last 12 months or so. He's on the ground as well. Ishan Kishan will be keeping wickets. Abhishek Nayar also in his team for Suresh Raina. It's going to be a very, very good game, interesting game. Lots of people who've turned up over here at the Wankhede Stadium to watch their stars play and perform. Sort of a dress rehearsal for the big tournament that's coming up in the next 2 weeks or so, the IPL. As I said, it's a lovely initiative, and I've got Mel with me. Good evening.
Good evening. What a fantastic evening and a wonderful initiative. I know, having spent all my years in Australia, we have so many initiatives around road safety, but they're always on ads. And if you're anything like me, you go and do something through the ads breaks. Now all of a sudden we've got a wonderful cricket match with some of the best cricketers going around playing, and we get the messages out during the game, which I think will hit home a lot more throughout the evening. And as you've already mentioned, we've got some of the superstars of the IPL and international cricket to sit back and watch and be entertained by as well. So first of all, a big thank you for the invite to come along and be involved, and thoroughly looking forward to what we're about to see.
The two openers walking out. Ravindra Gaikwad and the dynamic Rishabh Pant. He's made his international debut in the last 12 months. Also the captain of Delhi, Rishabh Pant. Let's have a look at his 20-over career. Over 1,000 runs, strike rate of 161. That's why I said dynamic. He packs a punch when he hits the ball long and hard. 18 scores, 30 plus, and the best, 116. In fact, he hit one of the fastest T20 hundreds in first-class cricket this season. Ravindra Gaikwad, right-handed batsman, playing for No Honking 11. As usual, the ball in his hand, Vinay Kumar, the Karnataka captain. A 20-over career, an economy of 7.934 for 40 being his best. 3 wickets in an innings 17 times. He's been a wicket taker for whichever team he plays for. Leads Karnataka from the front. He's got the ball in his hand now.
And I don't care what people say about exhibition matches or practice matches. Once you step over that line and you get out into the middle, it will be game on. So there'll be a little bit of nerves early doors, I reckon, because people want to settle down as quickly as possible. But I think at the back of their mind, very competitive bunch of players out there at the moment wanting to impress, whether it's ahead of the IPL or just to impress everyone watching back home. But here we go.
A hint of swing for Vinay Kumar. First ball, a little bit of in-swing towards Rishabh Pant.
No surprises there with the action that he's got. Good ball release, nice seam position. Got the ball in a good area, first ball. I think it's always important to try and get those openers playing at those first couple. No sighters, there's a slip in play. Packed offside field inside the inner circle with 4.
He wanted a single. Rishabh Pant just sent back by Ravindra Gaikwad.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of backing up there, I don't think, from Gaikwad at the other end. Wasn't really looking for that quick single. I think he'll be hoping that a lot of the scoring in the power play will be from boundary balls. The protection on the boundaries behind the wicket.
Stand by. 1 and cut 1.
Oh, goes for the big one. The first boundary from Rishabh Pant's bat.
Yeah, nice way to get things underway. Probably just over-pitched it a little bit here, Vinay Kumar. Just allowing Pant just to use his hands to get through the ball. Looking for that swing. Wasn't a lot there on offer on that occasion. A little bit of bottom hand as well, just to get it to the onside.
Loves this shot, Rishabh Pant. Just packs a punch when he hits it.
Stand by 1 and 1. Stand by 6.
Yeah, good follow-up delivery there. Just drew the length back a little bit. Obviously realising that Pant does like those fuller length deliveries to go straight down the ground. There's no protection there.
Just as competitive juices they flow, isn't it? One boundary being hit, the next ball he just pulls it back a little bit.
Stand by 5. Stand by 13.
Come on, who are you going for? Have you got a side, or are you going to sit neutral today?
Road safety 11.
Stand by.
What's yours?
Look, as an Australian coming to India, that's the first thing you notice is the honking. So I'm definitely going for the no honking team.
I've lived all my life in Mumbai, so I would go for road safety 11. That's the most precious thing here.
Slip comes in. Press gone. Stand by 1 and 1.
Oh, goes for the big one. One bounce into the ropes. Second boundary of the over for Rishabh Pant. This one was pulled over mid-wicket.
Straight away you start to think, right, what kind of length can I bowl to him? All of a sudden, the fuller length's got hit straight down the ground off the third delivery of the over. Then that one, not a bad length, but fractionally short, and they're just so very quickly. Still off the front foot, but just shifts the weight back to pull it off its line.
Stand by 6.
A dot to end the over. First over gone, it's 8 without loss.
Stand by 6 and 6. Stand by beauty with both teams on one page. Beauty and
Go for my preferred team. Road safety 11, Suresh Raina, the captain, Shikhar, Dhawan, Manoj, Tiwary, Shreyas, Iyer, Hardik, Pandya. All of them have turned up over here at Wankhede Stadium. Ishan, Kishan, the wicketkeeper batsman, and then the bowlers to follow.
lose and makes 5. Name.
Surprise, surprise. Manoj Tiwary. I wonder whether he'll bowl off break or he started off bowling leg spinners, but in the last 12 months or so has preferred to bowl off spin. Yes, it's off spin. In the air, and first wicket. Caught by Suresh Raina. That's the end of Ravindra Gaikwad.
Exhibition match. Surely you can't go out first ball. It's like backyard cricket in Australia. You can have a big swing at it because you know you can't go out, but unfortunately for Gaikwad, he's gone for the big shot. He's been caught off the first delivery. And Tiwary giving the ball flight as well, which was the biggest surprise. Usually the spinners try and dart them in the power play. He's gone the opposite. Flight on offer. And it wasn't taken by the batter. Certainly was by Suresh Raina, the captain. And the early wicket falls in the second over. Gaikwad departs for a golden duck. He'll be disappointed. And they are 8 for 1.
And in walks Rahul. It's 8 for 1 at the moment. Over 1,500 runs in his 20-over career. Strike rate of 130. 20, 30-plus scores, and the best being 110. Coming in an international game for India. Now I wonder whether Manoj Tiwary will flight the ball that much or not.
I don't think so.
Cormel, take your pick. Will he or will he not?
No, definitely not. I think it'll be a little bit flatter and faster to begin with.
Interesting. Flight it in. Rahul is here because the very first ball, Gaikwad wanted to have a heave over mid-wicket. Taps it and gets a single. He was rushed in the last minute. Rahul opens his account with a single.
Yeah, I'm glad they missed two, because I've got to admit, I do like watching him bat throughout the IPL internationally. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think I was at his debut test match at the MCG a few years ago now. I think it's probably about 2014. Really enjoy the way in which he goes about his business. It's going to be Pant on strike now, though.
He's a very orthodox player, isn't it? And beautiful to watch, good on eye. Plays some authentic cricket shots, Rahul. Yeah. Fully endorse those views. Oh, Manoj Tiwary goes, does a Malinga at Wankhede Stadium. Goes for 4, but
we have to have a look at this, because I think he was below 90 degrees when he let go of this delivery. Check that out. That's called changing it up.
It's come beyond the written crease. Oh, dropped him. He had Rishabh Pant. Straight to him, in and out.
Did all the hard work, set him up with just all these different deliveries and got the ball in the right area. Put it down. He can't believe it.
Flights again, gets a single. Rishabh Pant, he'll keep strike. Manoj Tiwary successful over, comes to an end. 14 for 1.
6 and 6, stand by 7 and 7. Batting card, beauty and makes beauty and
there's one youngster in that team, in that batting lineup, Shubman Gill. I would love to watch him play.
You had to bring him up, didn't you? Under 19 player. And you're sitting next to an Australian who watched that under 19 World Cup. Heartbroken. India's beaten us in a few of those under 19 World Cups already. Can't seem to get over you guys.
Oh, nice shot. And just at the last minute, Abhishek Nayar gets his foot in the way.
Who's the local Mumbai football team? He might get a call-up. Striking the ball nicely, Pant finds the middle of the bat once again.
Yeah, that's a... glad that he's smiling. He's going to put some ice when he goes back to his hotel room tonight. Abhishek Nayar.
Well, he's safe for the road safety 11.
Vinay Kumar to continue from the Tata Trust end. Well, that's the media end over here. It's a not stand end.
Yeah, look, good toss to win too. I know we've been speaking about it being an exhibition match, but teams chasing here and pretty much in T20 cricket around the world these days love to chase and chase well. So they've got that opportunity, the road safety 11.
Yeah, true. A lot of dew that settles in the air and goes over Abhishek Nayar. We'll have to give it a chase. And he gives it up.
One thing you do know about Wankhede Stadium is if you hit the ball well, you get value for shots. This one didn't quite come out of the middle of the bat, and that's why the chase was on. It was a pretty well executed shot. Knew that all he had to do was just clear the inner field and he'd have a chance of bringing up the boundary. And Rahul did that, brings up his account, his first boundary, moves to 5.
You said it really nicely there. Once you put that ball over 30-yard circle, more often than not, it runs down to the boundary. Very tough to chase it here at Wankhede Stadium. It's a high-scoring ground, boundary-scoring ground. And because of the pitch having a little bit of bounce here, you also get that elevation you want going over the 30-yard circle.
Pretty even all the way around, 71 metres to the boundary.
Oh, that's a terrific shot by Rishabh Pant. The left-hander gets into the act. First 6 for Rishabh Pant and first 6 of the match too. The crowd loves it.
Well, he'd just been warming up with his boundary deliveries, his 4s. He'd hit 3 of them so far. On this occasion, though, he'd had enough of the boundary 4s. He said, right, that's it. Let's test out this 71-metre boundary. Cleared it easily.
Oh, in the air this time. The fielder getting under it. Oh, that's a good catch. Good catch by Manoj Tiwary, the senior pro. Rishabh Pant wanted to give the same treatment, wanted to go over mid-wicket, fails to do that, top edge, but beautifully caught by Manoj Tiwary.
Brilliant catch. I thought initially he got himself out of position. It was skied very high. He ran straight back. He didn't do a drop step, try and get the ball over one shoulder. At the last minute, just that extra stretch to make sure he could get both hands around it. Yeah, the captain's happy. It's a big wicket. Pant, after hitting a big one in that over, departs for 20 for 12. And they're now 2 wickets down with 26 on the ball.
There you go, Mel. You asked for it, you get it. Shubman Gill. Under 19 star. He was a man of the series in the World Cup under 19 in New Zealand. Fantastic player. You asked for it.
Yeah, ridiculously good player. Very happy to be seeing him play live now, not just from the television screen.
He had a swipe at it, missed it completely. Kamlesh Nagarkoti, another under 19 star. Shubman Gill is at the crease because Rishabh Pant missed time one and was nicely caught by Manoj Tiwary.
Yeah, the eyes said it. I think he was just hoping that Tiwary got himself into an awkward position. He almost did, but the skill set of this guy is pretty slick. Off balance, still took it. Really good work. Probably a pretty good opportunity too to mention that the Tata Horn Not OK Please T20 Cup has been sponsored by the Tata Group, and they have been an advocate of road safety, for respect on roads, and committed to the cause of the community for many, many a year. We certainly pass out our thanks to them for this wonderful initiative. Rather ironic too that Rowan Gavaskar is captain of the No Honking team. He was in a little bit of a bingle the other day on the way to the Tri-Series, the Women's International Games here at the CCI.
Hey, yeah, I heard about it. On the road. Had a bit of a mishap.
And I've been in the car with him. He's a fantastic driver too. So it just goes to show just how easy little mishaps can happen on the road. So you need to be completely, fully focused when you're driving, even when you're crossing the road.
Absolutely. You keep your eyes open all the time. Especially when you're driving in Mumbai, where there is so much traffic, so much commotion going around. Oh, in the air. Plays it beautifully. Just rolls to the boundary. Rahul is getting into the act slowly but surely.
Yeah, Rahul just giving to Shubman just a little indication that it was just... It looked as if he was trying to tell him that he was trying to roll his fingers, but the seam was up beautifully. Just that thick outside edge. Still enough on it to find the boundary.
Oh, lovely delivery, lovely follow-up delivery by Nagarkoti. Good comeback by him. This is a good contest between Kamlesh Nagarkoti, an under-19 player, against Rahul, a seasoned pro. Fantastic opportunity for the under-19 player, isn't it? And one bang in front of Rahul, Shubman Gill as well.
Yeah, I was out there during the coin toss and saw Nagarkoti just measuring out his run-up, just taking his own time, probably just to settle himself, get used to the conditions out in the middle, the crowd building up, and what lay ahead of him as well.
Single to end over. Rahul to keep strike. It's 31 for 2 after 4.
Both teams on one page. Stand by beauty and makes beauty inanimate. During the innings, once we go off air, just tell Sony how long they need to take a break, right?
So both the lineups here, as far as this game is concerned, road safety 11 led by Suresh, Raina, no honking 11 led by, of course, the experienced campaigner Yuvraj Singh, and both have very formidable batting lineups.
Stand by 7 next. Chahal,
No honking 11 losing a couple of wickets early. It's going to be a change in bowling now. The man who's recently done really well for India in the shorter format. Yuzvendra Chahal coming on from the Tata Trust and experienced campaigner starting off with a slip as well. 131 wickets for him. He's done really well in this format. And with me in the combox for the first time today, Ishan. Welcome.
Hi Jay, pleasure to be here. As Mel already mentioned, a fantastic initiative using cricket for a force for change throughout India. Set up by the Maharashtrian government, and an opportunity to make change. So a brilliant opportunity for that.
Oh, that's put away. There's a man in the D, but really there's a class this young lad has. Resembles a lot like Virat Kohli when he plays on the onside. The wrist he uses. Lovely timing.
Enjoyed watching him a lot during the Under-19 World Cup. Classy player. I'm sure he's going to progress with his career, and we're going to be able to see it unfold over the next few years. Chahal not afraid of bowling in the power play.
Oh, just getting his fingertips to it. Was really a very tough there for Chahal.
Struck it hard, got to the pitch.
And what I like here, Isha, is the intensity. You know, giving his all there. Just see that commitment, never easy. Oh, that's sublime timing. That's pure timing from Shubman Gill. Mentioned that shot resembles the way Virat Kohli plays. Absolutely majestic from him.
Well, it's just the way he leant into the ball. The weight transfer, the timing, everything about it was able to beat that infielder. So much quality that oozes out of Shubman Gill.
Now you mentioned about quality, I also say confidence. You know, the way he's approached this inning so far. Some top quality bowlers bowling against him, but he's looked good so far.
And you mentioned Virat Kohli. I'm sure he's a man who wants to be his own person, but just that last shot, just his wrists.
Just see once again, beautifully done on the offside. Right in the first one hard. Will come back for the second. Good running. 40 for 2. So 5 overs gone. This is the last over of the power play coming up. It's a great atmosphere here at the Wankhede Stadium. Electric, one has to say. And so far we've seen some good action on the field as well. Going to be a change in bowling from the far end. Going to be Hardik Pandya coming on for the Tatas, and another man who's really done well for India recently in all formats. 62 wickets for him in his T20 career. Oh, backs away, making room, and that's a big one. That's, in fact, not big, that's huge.
That's a top decker. We do enjoy watching Rahul bat. And he's punished Hardik Pandya. His first ball of this game. A wonderful strike of the cricket ball. And again, it's just timing, really. He gets into position, gives himself some room. And that flashing blade allows it to carry all the way. Catch that if you can.
Oh, pulls that away. Will be another boundary. Runs are coming off the blade there. And the 50 up as well.
Well, this game is for a cause, an initiative to promote road awareness. There is a lot of competition involved between these two players. Just been pumped over cover. The short ball. Rahul not getting hold of it, but it still gets him a boundary.
Smiling a bit because probably he's getting that carry, but so far runs have been coming, trying to improvise there. Not very happy with himself, Rahul.
Keep him right, animate. Sorry, keep him left.
And that level of competition once again shown in Rahul, and his emotive response to missing that one.
Stand by 4 and dissolve 4.
You know, mentioning about Rahul is a class act, and as a bowler, you want to just settle in early. First ball, a couple of balls, you concede boundaries. Makes a big difference. A bit of hesitancy there. Diving in the end.
Stand by running between 7 and 7.
Yeah, good change of pace from Hardik Pandya. And well weighted. Tiny bit of hesitation, but I think Shubman Gill, he was confident. He called it early, and he was confident he could get in.
Yeah, don't think they have played together very often, because one plays for Karnataka, the other for Punjab. So don't think they have batted together. So a bit of hesitancy there as far as the running was concerned. But in the end, making his ground there. Shubman Gill. So well spread field now. Last over of the power play.
6, 6, 7 and 7. Stand by.
Good pace.
And 5, last ball.
Hardik Pandya. He's become a fantastic all-rounder for India. Over in South Africa, he was quite brilliant.
Green and roll.
Showing his aggression
Stand by 5.
to the youngster.
Wide 5. Stand by deep square leg. Stand by
He's trying the short pitch delivery because he's got a man posted the deep at deep square leg there. The fine leg is inside the circle, but he's got a feeler at deep square leg. That's the reason probably he's banging in short the second time in this over. Wearing his pace. That's good thinking from Hardik Pandya. 51 for 2.
9, 9. Stand by 7 and 7. Stand by. Bowling card. Beauty and mix beauty and animate. कितने गए 2 गए ना कर लेंगे पावर प्ले पैकेज कर लेंगे पहले हाँ लास्ट पावर प्ले पैकेज है नहीं है ठीक है
Vinay and Tiwary, the wicket takers so far, getting 1 wicket apiece. Nagarkoti in his only over was very impressive. The young lad.
these are the 2 short wickets
Lost early wickets. First to go, Gaikwad going for the big shot. Tiwary, the wicket taker. Easy catch for Suresh, Raina, the captain. And then that was a big wicket of Rishabh Pant. Very good catch by Manoj Tiwary, running back, taking over his shoulder. Never easy, those catches, especially under lights.
Praveen Tambe, 46 years of age. I wonder if he'll be playing when he's 50. Rahul on strike, but at the other end, Shubman Gill, just 18 years of age, old v young.
Oh, that's played well. He's man in the deep. Well, just about 10 days back in a T20 Mumbai match, this lad, Praveen Tambe, took in his 4 overs 3 wickets for just 8 runs. Still very effective with his leg spinners, a lot of experience behind him. 67 wickets for him.
Still very effective, still very fit as well. He looks very trim indeed. He likes to run around in the outfield as well, and just lots of energy that he shows. A real inspiration to the older generation.
Stand by 6 and 6. Stand by 2.
Surely would be working very hard on his fitness, isn't it, Isha? Never easy. When you're especially over 40, you got to work extra, run those extra miles.
Does it make you want to get back involved?
Surely he's an inspiration, isn't it? For all of us here.
I wouldn't know.
Once again running the first one hard. It's a very quick outfield, but good running, cutting it off. A couple of runs more. He's a class act. You see Rahul bat. So orthodox in his style. Got a very good temperament. Chahal in the deep. Oh, once again chipping that one. This falling shot of the fielder, Chahal.
Yeah, just the use of the wrists. Going with the spin. It just pings off his bat.
Oh, that's played well. That's really played well. It's going to be a 4 to win the over. What a shot. 60 for 2. Absolutely brilliant the way he timed that one.
Fantastic atmosphere here at the Wankhede Stadium. We're all here for the Horn Not OK Please initiative. Fabulous stroke from Shubman Gill to end the final ball of the last over. Just the way he kind of checks it, uses his wrists. Quite a full delivery and is able to get it away, but the power he gets to pass the extra cover and fly to the boundary. He is a real promising talent.
You're right, because of those race he generates an extra power. That's the big plus he's got. Chahal coming back once again. Coming from a different end now. Man on strike. Rahul is batted well so far, 28 of 21. Once again backing away. Exactly what he's done very often. Come back easily for the second.
And for those just tuning in, the Horn Not OK Please Cup. It's not to do with the noise in the crowd, it's to do with the noise from cars and vehicles to help promote road awareness in India. Something that's quite noticeable when you come here to this country. Everyone's honking away. Are you a honker, Rajay?
Yes, sometimes you have to. There is no other option, you know, especially driving on those busy Delhi roads, congested roads. It's not easy. Yes, you try to avoid, but at times you've got to do that. And that's exactly what this game is for. You've got to create that awareness. It's a very good initiative, and really we are lucky to be part of it.
But like you say, that's only when it's necessary. That's what it's like back home in England. You honk when it's necessary. Sometimes over here it's a little unnecessary.
Oh, it's a good effort, very good effort by the captain himself, Suresh Raina.
Well, he's one of their best fielders. Saw him take a couple of brilliant catches in the warm-up. Not afraid to put his body on the line.
Always leads by example on the field, Suresh Raina. Surely saving a 4 there.
But by his standards, he would have wanted to stop it. Standards of Indian fielding these days.
And as I say, you know, fielding is all about hard work, isn't it? You got to show that commitment. Even before this game, he was taking those catches, those drills on the field. Always that hard work pays off when you're on the field. Very evident the way Suresh Raina feels often. Leads by example on the field. tossing it up. Will be a single to end the 8th over. 67 for 2.
.67 for 2 after 8. KL Rahul on 34, well-made runs of 25 deliveries, 3 boundaries and a sixer. Strike rate of 136, joined by Shubman Gill, 13 of just 10 with 2 boundaries. 2 terrific players at the crease. Praveen Tambe, a 46-year-old, goes for the googly and it's gone in the crowd. What a lovely shot by KL Rahul. Good use of his feet and just an extension of his arms. Gets the ball over long on.
Tambe under pressure in the first ball. This always puts a lot of pressure in the bowler if you just come into bowl, and the first ball stronged over long on for a 6. Great shot, great hands, quick hands. Very well played, KL Rahul.
Well, this time goes over covers. It was a leg break. And is that a stop? Chahal. What a great effort that was by Chahal. Dive full length to his right. They're checking the boundary. But nevertheless, what a shot it was. Inside out, leg break. Just goes over covers KL Rahul.
And it shows the variety of shots he's got in his armory, KL Rahul. That was nicely played over cover. The earlier ball, he played it beautifully over long on for a 6, and this one, dancing down the track, giving himself a bit of room on the onside and playing it over covers. Beautiful shot.
Oh, tried to hit it too hard. 2 terrific shots by KL Rahul. One, the googly went over long on, read it well, and then the next one, very next ball, he knew that he will bowl that leg breaker. And went over covers. This one, Praveen Tambe bowls it short, and beep beep, it's in the crowd.
And that's 50 for KL Rahul. Gets it in style. Hits it over square leg for a massive 6. After striking the first couple of balls, Tambe went short and KL Rahul took full advantage of it.
Bowled this ball way back from the crease. KL Rahul was up for it. Magnificent shot. This time goes over the top. 3rd 6 in this over. He's taking Praveen Tambe apart, KL Rahul. What a shot.
That's just phenomenal batting. I wouldn't say he's bowling badly. It's just terrific batting from KL Rahul. Not letting him settle. Danced down the track again and played it straight over his head for a massive 6. He's in top form.
Just a golf swing, isn't it? At the last minute, just steadies his head and then goes through the line of the ball. Magnificent shots. Oh, ball him. Comes back strongly, Praveen Tambe. He is a competitive guy, Praveen Tambe. Never gives up. Cleans up KL Rahul with the last delivery of that over.
Takes his revenge. That's why we call him a 46-year-old youngster. Came back pretty well there. Though he got hit for 3 6s, he got the wicket at the end of KL Rahul. Oh, there was a bit of turn. Well bowled. KL Rahul goes to the pavilion for a well-made 56 of 31 balls. Bowled Praveen Tambe. That's a great knock. 89 for 3.
In walks Yuvraj Singh. There are two Punjabis at the crease at the moment. Shubman Gill hails from Punjab. Yuvraj Singh, the king of Punjab.
Yeah, and we're going to see some really big hits now. Yuzvendra Chahal, he's been terrific over the past year.
Such an important game for somebody like Shubman Gill, isn't it? I mean, just to impress one and all. What an opportunity to bat with Yuvraj Singh. Yuvraj Singh is here because it was an eventful over. Last over by Praveen Tambe was taken apart and went for 3 sixes and a boundary by Rahul. Some glorious shots we saw in the last over. And then the last ball just came back strongly.
Came back pretty well. The ball spun a little bit. But as you mentioned, great opportunity for a youngster to bat with Yuvraj Singh, a seasoned campaigner. Played for India for a long, long time. And also an opportunity to play the top bowlers of Indian cricket at the moment, which is Yuzvendra Chahal. It'll give him a lot of experience as well as confidence if he can get some big hits or play him well in this game.
Very true. Such an eventful over that was.
Definitely some kind of planning going on when he's going to bowl to Yuvraj Singh. Suresh, Raina speaking to him, and probably they have a plan for Yuvraj, where to bowl at him, as Raina would know him well. He's been playing with him over the years.
Well, Praveen Tambe cleaned up Rahul with the last delivery. 3 sixes and a boundary in that one, and a wicket too. Yuvraj Singh plays the first one towards Suresh Raina at mid-wicket. Always a crowd favourite, isn't it, Yuvraj Singh? Mentioned at the toss that this is one of his favourite grounds because he remembers the 2011 World Cup, the final that was played here.
And he was the man of the series in that tournament. Played beautifully, bowled well, batted well. Great player. He's an amazing player.
Look at those numbers. 4,621 at a magnificent strike rate. That strike rate is so crucial, and that's why you become crowd favourite, because they love watching sixes and boundaries here in India. That strike rate, career strike rate of 130. That's terrific.
You see a lot of people having their strike rate over a small period of time. To carry it for 200 games is never easy. And that's why he's such an amazing talent. And what a shot. Pure timing. Joy to watch.
There you go. Classical cover drive from the elegant left-hander. Take a look at this. Slipped it through. Gives him that opportunity to free his arms. And he doesn't miss that opportunity at all. First boundary to the left-hander. Dot ball comes back strongly, Chahal. It's 94 for 3.
6 and 6. Stand by. Beauty with the batting card and makes beauty an animate. Yes, we will take. Vasant को मैंने WhatsApp पे भेजा था ना, उसका नाम क्या था?
Pant was the second man out, gone for 20. Gaikwad got out for a first ball duck. Rahul just departed for a well-made 56 of 31. Shubman Gill not out on 14, and Yuvraj has just come to the crease. Kamlesh Nagarkoti, the bowler, a young under-19 star of the World Cup, which was played in New Zealand a couple of months back. He's got the ball in his hand. He's out there to impress Somebody like Yuvraj Singh, isn't it?
Absolutely, great opportunity to bowl against somebody like Yuvraj Singh, and the guy batting on the other end would know him pretty well. They played together a couple of months back in the Under-19 World Cup.
Yeah, he must have faced him a few times in the nets.
7 and 7. Stand by 6 and 6. 7, 7.
It's very happy to see the crowd coming in at Wankhede again. You know, we're just...
It's always good to see a big crowd turning up for a cricket match, and especially in Wankhede. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great ground to play cricket. And here we go to Yuvraj Singh.
Stand by 6, 6. 8 and 8.
He bowled at a bit of short length.
6 and 6.
Yuvraj Singh a bit watchful. Would be a bit careful against the youngster. Wouldn't want to lose his wicket against a youngster.
7 and 7.
I wouldn't want to lose my wicket to anybody.
Stand by 6 and 6. Stand by 2 and
Yeah, especially against somebody who's just played under-19s, won the under-19 World Cup for the country. He'll be a bit watchful.
No is a call from Shubman. Sends back UV.
7, 7.
Yeah, Aram na run hai ye.
6 and 6.
That's what he's telling the youngster.
Stand by 7.
Wants to get to the other end. Yes, that's what he's trying to tell him. The good thing to see is he knows the strength of Yuvraj, that he loves to drive the ball. So he's not bowling anything on the front foot. The last 2 balls have been a bit short.
Stand by 7.
The bullet's on its way.
Dissolve 7. Stand by 1 and 1.
Edges that one and goes to the third man boundary. Quick outfield here at Wankhede. No chance for the third man fielder to stop that one.
Yuvraj Singh won't complain. He just needs runs. And the runs are coming thick and fast. Well bowled again. A bit lucky. Yuvraj Singh got the outer edge of the bat and runs down to third man for an easy boundary.
Ron Gavaskar always used to mention this. Edges are the best shots in most productive shots in T20 cricket. Outer edges, inner edges, doesn't matter. A good ball, good follow-up ball.
A slow bouncer. Very well bowled, very well disguised. I don't think Yuvraj picked it up.
Okay, 5 is back cameras. Stand by 5 and 5.
Kim slowly off pitch. Yuvraj was, just rolled his wrist over to keep it down.
Stand by 7 and dissolve.
Nice way to spend your Saturday evening.
By 1
Coming here at Wankhede Stadium, watching your stars play cricket. Nice punch down the ground. Makes it. Shreyas Iyer was the fielder at mid-off. 100 for 3.
Stand by. Are you ready with the interview, guys? Stand by. Vasant, you're good to go, right? After the first ball, I'm coming to you. After the first ball.
After 11. No honking 11. The first 50 coming in 32, second of 34. So their progress has been even. Exact 100 for 3. The wicket taker Manoj Tiwary. Well, he's got the ball in his hand. Picked up his wicket of Ravindra Gaikwad.
The only off-spinner with a slinging action.
And another one. Well, let's have a listen to Gautam Gimani, who is on the ground.
Yuvraj,
Yes, I've got a very special guest here with me, Mr. Pradipto Bagchi, who's with the Tata Sons as the Chief Group Communications Officer. Now, just tell us a little bit about this initiative. It's wonderful to keep an eye on the cricket, but road safety, no honking, so important on the streets of India.
Absolutely. We've been running a campaign called Respect on Roads for some time. And when this opportunity came up to partner with the Maharashtra government and the Road Safety Department, we thought it was a wonderful initiative to really raise awareness. We live in a very loud city, and you know the noise here is really good, but not so much on the roads.
Absolutely. I mean, we want the noise to be here. We want to see the people here following the game. As we can see, that's a massive one. That's going to go all the way for 6. Wonderful shot from Shubman Gill, and that is what we like to see here. The youngsters, the new generation of Indian cricket, and Manoj Tiwary has smashed it all the way. We were standing just a few yards away, and I've been told that the umpires want to have another look, but Mr. Bagchi, if you were the third umpire, you would have given it a 6 because it was just a few meters away from us.
Looked pretty close to a 6 to me.
Well, we'll just confirm that. Yes, it's all the way for 6, and that's the maximum for Shubman Gill. And there you see the signal from the umpire. Manoj Tiwary's off spinners with his unique action. Not quite working at the moment. Right, coming back to this, as you said, there are two aspects to it. One is, of course, road safety, and the other is honking. And the great thing is, for even cricketers out there, they identify with driving in these causes.
Absolutely, and I think the great thing you said about bringing the youngsters in, they're the real influencers of change in society today. And it's great to bring them and build that awareness about, road safety and the huge amount of noise on our roads. And it's great if, they really help us bring the awareness up to a huge new level.
And of course, it's not just the youngsters, it's the likes of Yuvraj Singh, who plays that very neat paddle, such a typical Yuvraj shot, and he is treating Manoj Tiwary like a pedestrian on the streets of Mumbai. Manoj won't like that very much, but he started great with a wicket up. But a personality like Yuvraj out there, how big is that to help an initiative like this?
I think the fact that so many of the cricket players of the current team, as well as some of the other stars, are playing is really good for the whole initiative. I think it really will bring it to life, and we can see in the stadium how full it is, and it's really good.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We'll let you go back and enjoy the game, because between the youngster Shubman Gill and UV, they look in a very, very productive mood.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Gautam. It's a great initiative, this by Tata. Play the Tata horn, not okay please, T20 Cup. At the moment, Shubman Gill batting on 23, he'll keep strike, it's 114 for 3.
Stand by. Let's do both teams together. Stand by beauty for late tuners, and dissolve beauty and animate. Just to show the big names meeting, big names in this.
Some big names for both the sides. Hardik, Pandya, Shikhar, Dhawan, Suresh, and of course the captain for Road Safety 11, Manoj Tiwary, and for the No Honking 11, led by Yuvraj Singh. Yes, he's on the field as well. KL Rahul, Dinesh Karthik. What innings played just recently in the one-day T20 tournament in Sri Lanka. Krunal Pandya, Rishabh Pant, he couldn't do much with the bat. So some big names for both the sides out there on the field, and it's going to be Hardik Pandya once again. Nagarkoti has done a good job, the young man. The wicket takers Vinay, Tiwary. Once again in the air, and that's taken. He was looking good, Shubman Gill, but this time fighting the fielder. Welcome, Melanie.
Thanks so much. Disappointed in the commentary box, because so enjoying watching Gill go about his business out in the middle. We saw him during the Under-19 World Cup. I think he's sort of announced himself to the world on that stage. Had an opportunity tonight and showed us his skill set. Just couldn't get it past Chahal. Comfortable catch in the end. It was absolutely flying. Look at the captain. He loves it. Knows it's a big one too, because he really had a platform to launch. So Shopin Gill goes for 23 from 16. And it's 140, 14 for 4.
Two very experienced campaigners out there in the middle. As Dinesh Karthik joins Yuvraj Singh, man of the moment, played a blinder in Sri Lanka recently. A lot of experience behind him. Over 4,500 runs. Just see that strike rate as well. 131. Very impressive. Still a left and right combination of the crease here. And all the people out here chanting DK, DK. Yes, that's Dinesh Karthik. That's just the job he's done recently in Sri Lanka. Hit a gem of innings in the final, match-winning innings, and he's the man on strike. And straight away off the mark as well.
And I love the byplay as he's walking out to the middle. Hardik Pandya sort of walked out with him, just sort of reminding him that this is a different game as we have a look at the reason why he's out there at the moment. It absolutely flew off the blade. Catch taken. Sort of reminding him, you know, you might have been the hero the other day, but tonight I think I'm on song. I'm on fire.
Oh, that's a good delivery. That was really quick there from Hardik Pandya.
Nice seam position, just going away from the left-hander. We've seen that shot from Singh so many times throughout his career. Just trying to use the pace and guide it down to third. Couldn't quite get anything on it.
Well, I just feel, you know, with Yuvraj on strike, because they need his wicket early. It won't be a bad ploy if he's got a slip in place with that angle he's bowling with. Once again, pulls that one. Great effort. Great effort by Suresh Raina. He's really athletic on the field.
I don't think that one's tickled. But at the coin toss, I said to him, I've been watching him through Twitter over the last 12 months, and he's been hitting the gym hard. He looks probably in the fittest condition I've ever seen him. He's always been great in the field. Just that little bit more athleticism. It's like he's priming himself for a big 12 months.
As I say, he's really enjoying, and that's good to see. Have changed the field now for Dinesh Karthik. Right-hander on strike now. Wide the call for the umpire. Having a word Hardik with Dinesh Karthik. I like the intensity in this game so far.
And I like the approach too, even though he's gone with the slower ball and it's created the first extra of the match. I think that the chat and the byplay may have thought that Karthik might have thought, right, he's going to put one in quick, maybe the bouncer. Went with the slower ball, didn't quite work. What's he going to follow it up with?
That's important, Melanie, to mix your pace, isn't it? Once again, make it fine. As a bowler, you don't want to be predictable, especially on a good surface. Last delivery from Hardik Pandya mentioned about the way he's veering his pace. That was a knuckle delivery, very nicely used by him, although just drifting down the pad line.
Stolen that delivery from Andrew Ty. He might have brought it into T20 cricket.
Oh, Does well here. Yuvraj Singh. One bounce over the skirting. And the crowds are delighted, and why not? They are pretty happy. They've come to see this man bat, Yuvraj Singh. Just checking whether it's a 4 or a 6. Just thought it fell well in.
You get a little more height than distance on that occasion. Got his desired result of a boundary. Would have loved the 6. He's going to finish with the 4 though. 8 coming from it. 22 for 4.
Rahul played a cameo, 56 of 31. Pant was looking good for 20, getting a start. Shubman as well getting a start. Not able to capitalize. Again, driven very nicely. Really played well recently. Dinesh Karthik would be high in confidence.
I love that Yuvraj Singh. His ability just to back his skill set both sides of the wicket. Gave himself some space by pushing back to the leg. Then just went with the shot. The crowd's up and about. Why wouldn't you be?
All of them on the feed, isn't it? They love when Yuvraj Singh is on song and plays like this. Once again, piercing that gap very easily and very effectively. That's Yuvraj Singh for you.
Just makes it look so easy. There's a wealth of experience over all 3 formats of cricket coming to fruition right here. Once again, creates the length that he wants by good footwork, doesn't try and overhit the ball. Pressure on this over early doors with 5 runs coming from the first 2 deliveries.
Oh, was in the air, but always tough. Never easy. A lot of power behind that stroke from Yuvraj Singh.
Who'd be a bowler these days when batters are just setting themselves just to go hard straight back down the wicket? It's more sometimes a bit of self-protection rather than trying to take the catch.
And he hits with some power, just clobbers it. Once again, straight on the ground. And that's a DK for you. Maximum.
BK just saying to Yuvraj, look, this is what you got to do. You just got to set yourself a little bit better and then you'll get the boundary ball. Straight down the ground. Danger signs here too because he's got overs here. Dinesh Karthik, just in the 14th over at the moment. He's got a wonderful platform.
Just checking up on that, whether it fell in. In fact, that's falling in. That should be a 4, but very good strike from Dinesh Karthik. Straight down, just changing his signal there. What I liked was playing the full face of the bat, Dinesh Karthik. Once again in the air. Falling shot of the fielder at long off. High on confidence, Dinesh Karthik, isn't he? And what an over so far. Productive one.
Yeah, massive danger signs here too because the way these two are playing, striking the ball so nicely. 12 and over gets them to 200 plus. Changes in the field here, striking on the left side behind the wicket.
Giving some respect, but throwing at the bowler's end. Will pick up a single end of the over. 134 for 4.
Lower third Manhattan, stand by 5 wider, 13 wider, and dissolve 13 and animate. नहीं हुआ है, नहीं अभी तो मैंने replay चला पूरा blur. Referral के लिए check after the first ball we are coming down on RF3.
Well, Well, they've had some big overs as far as no honking 11 is concerned. 134 for 4. This is a dangerous player at the crease. Yuvraj Singh and Dinesh Karthik. People have been enjoying. It's like a festival out here for a very good cause. Some big names playing in both the sides here. Crowd just loving it. Great atmosphere, electric here at the Wankhede Stadium. Really a great way of enjoying a Saturday, isn't it?
Think of a better way to enjoy a Saturday. Wonderful crowd too. For a fantastic cause.
Well, it's Vinay Kumar coming back. Oh, in the air, just eluding the fielder. And let's go down to the sidelines and join Gautam Bhimani.
Yeah, one of the more colourful people of Indian cricket. Such a familiar face here at the Wankhede Stadium. Harbhajan Singh, Bhaji, you must be feeling pretty much at home. The crowd love you here.
Yes, this is my second home. I've played 10 years over here for Mumbai Indians. And yes, a lot of test cricket, a lot of one-day cricket over here. So yes, this is like a second home. In fact, the first home for cricket-wise, I've played more my cricket over here than anywhere else. So it's nice to be back in Mumbai and playing this beautiful game again in front of the beautiful crowd.
I have to ask you one cricketing question. You and UV are supposed to be good friends, but we looked at the batting order. You're listed at number 11. Did you have a fight with him?
No, I don't know. Maybe I was when I was leading Punjab. I didn't send him at number 4. I sent him at number 5. Maybe he's taking the revenge. No, but that's one of the list. That's how the list goes. But see, I've got my thigh pad on. It's not the same batting order what you see on the list.
But tell us about this wonderful initiative. I mean, everyone, all of you love driving cars, but it's good to spread the message. Drive responsibly. No honking and safety on roads.
Yes, it's a great initiative taken by the Maharashtrian government, and also with Tata coming in to support this cause, which is incredible. Very happy with that. And yes, we all love to, drive, whenever we get a chance. But, a great message, no honk, because while honking, you're not going to get past. So rather just wait and be in the line and be responsible. It's just not you on the road. It's about others as well. So if you keep yourself safe, and look after your car who's in front of you or behind you, everything will be smooth. So no honk, just drive safe and be happy.
I know UV said at the toss that he needs to cut his speed down a little bit. Between yourself, UV and Raina, all of you, if you had to have a little bit of a race responsibly, who would win?
Car race? I don't race. Because I normally drive, just to enjoy, just to get the feel. I would like to have a nice music, Sufi kind of music, and I'm a very slow driver, not a rash driver. Though I love to drive, in mountains and stuff. Every time I go to the mountain or get the chance to drive to Delhi from Jalandhar, which is about 5 to 6 hour drive, I drive myself, and it's a beautiful thing, which we don't get to do much. So I don't want to race. Yes, if they'll challenge me on the race course, I'll take them on.
Good, responsible message.
Tell you, not UV and Raina, but if Sachin will come in the race, Sachin will win, because he has got so much of knowledge about cars, but he only drive fast when he's on the race course. I have driven with him. He's brilliant. But, whenever I've seen him in Mumbai roads and stuff, he's probably one of the most sensible driver I've driven with.
Perfect message to end with, Bhaji. We don't know if you're going to get a chance to bat or not, but we'll let you go and have a little bit of a break in the dressing room.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me.
Very nice words from Harbhajan Singh. Always, I remember playing with him for Punjab, had always some pranks up his sleeves. He's a great man to have in the dressing room, Harbhajan Singh. Oh, that's in the air. There's a man in the deep, but he'll be a mere spectator. It's a maximum to end the over. 143 for 4. They're going at 9.5. At this rate, they'll be scoring 191. If they go at 10 runs from home, here on 193, the crowds are enjoying themselves. And this is a dangerous player at the crease.
Two exceptionally dangerous players, and they're just setting themselves nicely here as well. They've got 5 overs to work with. Solid run rate at the moment, and they've got wickets in hand as well. That's the other thing. 6 wickets to go. Very nicely struck. Took on the fielder long on and won it by some distance.
That was effortless from Dinesh Karthik. Just going back and across, plays it very nicely. Shreyas Iyer couldn't do much in the deep. Big thing, the big factor is in the last 3 or 4 overs, they've had some big overs. So far the batting card, Yuvraj Singh on 28 of 21. Karthik getting a start as well. Rahul played a cameo. Gaikwad early on couldn't do much. Pant and Shubman also getting starts.
4 short wickets coming, nothing happens this ball. Stand by 6 next lose and cut 6, stand by 3 and 3 wickets by. Nothing happens this ball, short wickets.
Oh, top edging that one. But didn't have a great start. Non-honking 11 lost early wicket of Gaikwad, going for the big shot. Easy catch for Suresh Raina. Then Rishabh Pant was looking good, going for the full shot. It was a terrific catch by Manoj Tiwary. Running backward, never easy. Then the leg spinner striking. That was a big wicket because Rahul was well set. And then Shubman not getting the elevation that was required.
Stand by 7 and 7.
They've just managed to chip in with wickets just when they needed, when partnerships were starting to set. See that? Break this partnership within this over. Get a new batter out to the middle.
Oh, what a shot. That's terrific. Into the stands there. And that's Dinesh Karthik for you. Lovely pickup shot from him.
Oh, how is the form of this guy at the moment? Brimming with confidence. Playing beautifully both sides of the wicket, and on this occasion using the pace. Erring on leg. Look how deep he gets into his crease. Once again creates the length by his footwork. Dinesh Karthik, he moves quickly to 21 from 10. Strike rate of 210. He's really eyeing off 200 here this evening.
Also the 150 up here. Oh, once again playing it fine. It's quick outfield. Runs are coming thick and fast. The last 50 coming off just 26 deliveries.
Yeah, I think Dinesh Karthik's really enjoying the pace of Nagarkoti at the moment as well. Change of pace will be really important here. Once again, the depth in the crease. Going wide on the crease at the moment, trying to get the ball to angle in. But Dinesh Karthik's position meant that he could open up the field. On that occasion, ball fine. Up his second boundary in the over.
So Melanie, the margin of error on this kind of track is minimal. You know, you can't be straying down the pad line. That's the reason the line is so very important for a bowler. The young man will be learning a few things. Nagarkoti was impressive in his first over. After that, he's been a touch expensive.
This is a wonderful opportunity to play in a match like this against players of the quality of Yuvraj and Karthik as well. These are the boundaries so far. 1 4, 2 6s. All off the middle of the blade.
Oh, he's high on confidence. He's really batted well with a lot of flair so far. Dinesh Karthik. Very sensible, very sensible. Got those boundaries, they're retreating the striker. Yuvraj Singh wants to bat till the very end.
A lot to like about Nagarkoti though as well. I love his approach to the wicket. It's very even. Often when you talk about seam bowlers and quick bowlers, you want to have that sprinter's approach. Gradually increase the pace to the wicket. Don't have arms and elbows out all over the place. He looks in control of things. Has a nice strong wrist behind the ball too, which gives him good seam positioning. A little bit of tap in the last couple of deliveries. A lot of people will be very excited to see what he can do in the future.
Oh, that's pulled away. Coming from the middle of the plate, even Yuvraj is applauding that one. What a strike, could have been style there. Once again, just checking whether it's a 4 or a 6. Probably landing over, but still we'll have to see going back and across, using the depth of the crease. Oh, just on the skirting there, straight on the skirting, seems to be. Right there on the skirting, and that's the signal, maximum to end the over. 163 for 4.
Raj has just turned it on over here at Wankhede, isn't it? 163 for 4. No honking 11 batting at the moment. Hardik Pandya, the bowler. Hardik Pandya to Yuvraj Singh. Oh, top edge, top edge. Raina coming under it. He's got it. Safe hands, safe as houses, Suresh Raina.
Just when we thought he was going to explode some more last 4 overs of this innings, we thought Yuvraj might kick on to a massive score, and it's Hardik Pandya who's got his man. Provided a lot of entertainment this evening as Yuvi, for that extra bounce, catches the outer part of the bat, a nice top edge for Suresh Raina. He doesn't drop many of those. So, Yuvraj Singh departs 30, and it's 163 for 5.
Krunal Pandya has come to the crease. 20 over career, 739 runs, 86 being his best. Also like to wish him a happy birthday, Krunal Pandya. Dinesh Karthik, he wanted to play that ball fine, misses it.
How many times we have seen this? Yeah. Two brothers up against each other on such a big stage.
A lot of brothers. Domestic cricket also, Yusuf Pathan, Irfan Pathan. Wide is the call. Hardik Pandya, he was sure that it something on the way to the keeper.
Well, I did hear a noise actually, whether that was bat on thigh pad or all on thigh pad. Been given a wide though. Tip on the way through. Either way, Hardik will have to re-bowl it.
DK. He's a character, Dinesh Karthik. And in top form.
Yeah, hero from the LS Trophy final, scoring the winning runs. Krunal Pandya is out in the middle now because Yuvraj Singh mistiming one. Hardik Pandya with the wicket, with the breakthrough. And that's a big wicket as well, because we know how destructive Yuvraj Singh can be towards the back end of an innings. Captain's happy.
Oh, first ball and a boundary for the left-hander. First ball boundary against his own brother, Krunal Pandya.
Yep, Hardik Pandya says, happy birthday, Krunal. You can have a nice loosener outside the off stump.
And he would be saying we're not in the backyard of Baroda over here in our house. It's at Wankhede Stadium, full house. Lovely shot. Just a little bit of a dab, isn't it? Having a chuckle, both of them. Oh, big one. Attempts a big one. Second ball. Goes for a 6. So 10 runs in 2 balls against his own brother, Krunal Pandya. He's enjoying it.
He really is loving this moment. And Hardik Pandya, what have you got now? What have you got for us? Who's going to have bragging rights by the end of this innings? A juicy, full delivery in the slot. Smashed away.
What's next for Krunal? Boundary and a 6er. Third ball coming up. Oh, a bouncer to follow. It was always going to be on cards, isn't it? Hardik Pandya gives him a look. $175 for 5 after 17.
We got 200 on the cards for the no honking 11. Top score of 56 from KR Rahul. He entertained us. Then Shubman Gill, classy youngster coming through the system here in India. Yuvraj Singh just removed in the last over. Karthik and Krunal. The last few overs.
75 for 5, 3 more overs. Vinay Kumar has got the ball in his hand now. Opened bowling. Bowling from the Tata Sun end. The pavilion end is called the Tata Sun end. Going round the stumps to Dinesh Karthik. Full toss, outside off stump, a man coming under it, he's got it. Manoj Tiwary, his second catch of the evening. This is an important one of Dinesh Karthik.
Can't keep him out of the game, Manoj Tiwary. Picked up the first wicket. And Dinesh Karthik looking to go in to out. It was the angle that was created from Vinay Kumar. Wide and around the wicket, a full toss that probably should have been dispatched, but it was just the angle that meant that Dinesh Karthik lost one hand off the bat, and it flew all the way to deep cover. Very crucial wicket. Dinesh Karthik gone for 29, 175 for 6.
Harbhajan Singh at the crease. Come here because Dinesh Karthik was nicely caught by Manoj Tiwary in the deep. Wicket that was for Vinay Kumar, still going round the stumps. This one wide, surely called a wide, yeah.
You batsmen hate these deliveries, don't you? The full toss. Hit it anywhere. So often gets batters out.
That angle created by Vinay Kumar going round the stumps, aiming to go away from Dinesh Karthik, who had made a little bit of room to go over mid-wicket or mid-on. That's interesting from Vinay Kumar.
Well, that's 3 full tosses in a row, and this time he doesn't get away with it. Vinay Kumar smacked away by Krunal for a desired boundary.
The wee batsmen love full tosses, isn't it? Especially from medium paces. This time he's not going to miss out on that. Rolled his fingers over it, and Krunal Pandya is in terrific form. First ball he faced, scored a boundary. The second one went over the ropes, and this one again to the boundary. Good clean hitting by the left-hander. Goes over the top again. Just a single. Nicely cut by Nagarkoti in the deep.
A lovely flashing blade of Krunal Pandya. He really does just get his hand through it. It's a nice high back lift. Brushes it away.
He loves this ground, isn't it? Plays for home ground here. Big competition.
Harbhajan Singh. Certainly back. He likes to entertain people. Absolutely guarantee. Try and go for this ball.
Oh, terrific shot. Good strike from Harbhajan Singh. Was right in his slot, and he punches it over covers.
It was a big old slap and a heave from Harbhajan Singh. Gets into a good position, opens himself up. Again, missing the Yorker. Very easy for Harbhajan Singh.
Goes over the top now, top edges it. Hardik Pandya comes under it and catches it nicely. The 2 wickets for Vinay Kumar in this over. This one is of Harbhajan Singh.
He doesn't get to entertain us for long. Looking for a few more smashes away. But unfortunately for him, finds the hands of Hardik Pandya. Nice and easy catch. Vinay Kumar says thank you. Singh goes for 4, 185 for 7.
Stand by 3.
185 for 7. Harbhajan Singh gone. Lifts it up. Over covers. Just get a single. Will keep strike. Krunal Pandya 186 for 7.
Stand by 6 and 6. Stand by Beauty with the batting card. Mix Beauty and Animate.
Honking 11, 186 for 7, 2 overs left to go. Can they push the 200? I asked Ajay if he was a honker earlier. Amal, you must be a honker.
Oh, I look at road safety first, Ishan. That's critical.
Road safety. Bit of a crash course at the moment. 15 runs required to push that 200. Can they do it? No Honking 11. They've taken Hardik Pandya off. That's ruining all the fun. We wanted to see Hardik against Krunal again.
True. Got one left. Maybe he'll bowl the 20th, who knows? Hopefully Krunal Pandya stays for 6 balls, then takes strike against his brother. But that was a great over, brilliant over. Oh, bowls a wide one, bowls a wide one. Nagarkoti put under a little bit of pressure. Has bowled well, bowled the first over really well. Then went for a few runs. This will test him for sure.
Very good test for the youngster, the under-19. Full campaign in New Zealand recently. The way he kind of just shapes up with his action, sort of all angling across the left-hander, almost playing into Pandya's hands.
He's got that action, hasn't it? Pushes the ball into the right-hander, takes it away to the left-handers. Promising youngster, this guy. Slow ball bouncer. Get to Krunal Pandya, he'll keep strike. Innovations that have come in T20 cricket, isn't it? Nice to see the youngsters adapting to it. Slow ball bouncers and wide yorkers. Never in your days, isn't it?
Long time ago, Amal. I definitely wasn't as good as Gotti. Make it such an effective delivery. So important, yes, for these youngsters who are playing more and more T20 cricket these days. You have to be able to counter-attack the batters.
Nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. Wanted some room outside off stump, didn't get any. Krunal Pandya.
That's good because he started it just outside the leg stump. That's a good line for him. Batsmen think, allowing them to insight into what they might bowl, something different. That's how bowlers have generally gone towards the end of the innings. Unless they've got a very good Yorker and they can nail it every time. Even then, batsmen have found ways of being able to counteract that by moving around their crease. You just think about A.B. de Villiers, down on one knee and just ramps it down to fine leg.
The reverse ram, all kinds of shots, different shots, but you've got to adapt to the modern day cricket. Whether you're a senior pro or an upcoming youngster, it doesn't matter, you've got to. Oh, Hardik Pandya had a wild throw at the non-striker's end, and now he's running around.
Buzzers. Oh no, not again, surely not.
I know one guy who won't be happy with that throw. That's Kamlesh Nagarkoti. Bowled a dot ball till here, and then take a look at Hardik.
Well, he was tempting him, wasn't he? His brother was tempting him to throw. It was like a pinball machine in the end. Comedic stuff.
Oh, in the air. Third man coming under it. And Shikhar Dhawan, yes, he does. That typical action that we all know Shikhar Dhawan does it. Crowd loves it. That's a good catch by Dhawan.
We almost felt the ball was going to go anywhere. Battle the core out in the middle. Good thing that Shikhar had his awareness. He's fully focused. And the trademark celebration as well. So the core gone for 2. It's 192 for 8.
Six and 6.
192 for 8 now. Bush clips it way on the offside and clips it towards onside. He wants the strike, Krunal Pandya. He'll keep it. 193 for 8 after 19. Who's going to bowl the last over here of this innings? Will it be Hardik Pandya, Tambe? It is Hardik Pandya. He wanted a Pandya brothers face off. There you go, Ishan.
Yep, the Pandya brothers showdown for the final over of this innings. Who's going to come out on top? Definitely Krunal, who won the last battle between these two. Of course, Hardik still has to bat against his brother in the second innings.
First round was won by Krunal Pandya without a shade of doubt. First ball he faced, it was a boundary towards point, then a 6 over the bowler's head. Here he goes, last over coming up. Follows him. Just concede a single. Krunal not happy.
Yeah, not able to get it away. It was bowled brilliantly. Full, and that's his feet. Able to get underneath it. Krunal Pandya.
Shivam Mavi come out to bat. Another India under 19 player. Single will give strike to Krunal.
Good slow ball. Use the Yorker, use the slow ball. What's coming up next?
There you go. Oh, wide ball. He's put Hardik under pressure a little bit, Krunal here.
Going for the wide Yorker within the tram line. Unfortunately for him, he just missed his target. Ready to take a catch.
Very nice to see all of them turning up to see the stars play cricket here at Wankhede Stadium. Come out in numbers. Oh, plays a blind shot. And fine leg coming under it. He catches it nicely. Hardik Pandya. He celebrates his brother's wicket. Puts an arm around him. Lovely shot. A lovely shot to savour. Crowd happy. And they're enjoying it.
Well, it was brother in arms between these two. But it's Hardik who has the final laugh in the end. He wins the bragging rights in this battle of the brothers. He wasn't even looking there. Krunal hoisted away to the leg side. Doesn't even want to look at his brother. Might be able to get his own back in the next innings. So, an entertaining 21 from Krunal Pandya, 196 for 5 for 9.
Bumrah, last man out. Flips one towards deep square leg. Will just get a single. Fast bowlers at the crease at the moment. Jasprit Bumrah and Shivam Mavi. Bumrah is here because Krunal Pandya wanted to play that ball over fine leg, failed to do that. Gave his wicket away to his brother. That edge goes past the keeper, will get a boundary outside edge. More often than not, they run to the boundary, isn't it? It's an effective shot in this format.
Yeah, 200 up. Gives himself a bit of room, does Mavi. But very fine in the end. Doesn't get all of it, it's an edge. But such a fast outfield.
Last ball and just a single. Raina has a Tambe, I beg your pardon. Throw at the stumps, but just a single to end the over. They've gone past 200 mark. It's a big score, huge score. 202 for 9 in their allotted 20 overs. No honking 11. All tried the best. Bumrah and Shivam Mavi in the end. But Hardik Pandya, Yuzvendra, Chahal, they put in their best. Nice to see. It was very competitive. The whole atmosphere was competitive.
The players generally are out on the field against each other. Fantastic crowd here at the Wankhede Stadium. No honking 11. Push up above 200. They didn't honk. They certainly created a noise here in Mumbai. Top scorer of 56 from Rahul. Some contributions from Rishabh Pant, Shubman Gill, Yuvraj Singh, all classy and effective players. Dinesh Karthik, who's been so successful in Indian cricket just recently. And Krunal Pandya at the end there with a nice little battle with his brother. So 202 on the board. Let's head down now to Gautam Bimani.
Yes, one of the heroes of the batting effort here. I've got Rahul with me. What a wonderful crowd. My first question to you is, yes, it's a charity match, it's for an occasion, but a crowd like this means the message really gets across.
Yeah, it does, and I've always loved coming to the Wankhede and playing. It's an iconic ground, and yeah, playing here is always gives me goosebumps, and I love batting here. The wicket's great, so yeah, it's great to see so many people coming here and supporting the cause, and also here to watch some cricket, and we're glad that the first innings went well and we entertained them.
Quick word on the cause. I know they're talking a lot about it, road safety. It's something everyone can relate to, unlike many causes which may be too distant from you guys.
Of course, yeah, I mean, we drive every day, and we see the kind of traffic there is, and how much it plays on your head. You know, if we're not playing cricket, when I go back, it's really frustrating sometimes. So yeah, it's great that this cause has been talked about and the message is here to be given to the public, and I hope, yeah, people follow it.
And one thing you see when you mix yourself up into teams is you have wonderful rivalries like this whole Pandya family rivalry we saw. That was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, it is brilliant. I mean, we play together round the clock through the year, and so we know, we kind of know what the strengths and weaknesses are, but it's still great to go out there and, I loved hitting Pandya for a six first ball, and we're going to have a little chat after. So it's great rivalry, and it's great for the game.
Quick one to finish with. I know it's a good chasing ground, but 202, happy with it as a team?
Yeah, we're happy. I mean, I think they pulled it back pretty well in the last couple of overs. We lost a few wickets, but yeah, we were looking at 220. But yeah, we have great bowlers in the lineup, and hopefully if we get a couple of wickets up early, we can finish this. Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time, and keep away from the honking, except on a cricket field.
Of course, yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, surely should keep away from honking on the roads. Bowling for road safety 11, Vinay Kumar, the start of the show, 3 for 14, his 4 overs, 3 for 40 for Hardik, 2 in his allotted 4 overs. Wicket apiece for Tiwary, Nagarkoti and Praveen Tambe. Just in case you're tuning in now, this is what happened earlier. The highlights of the no honking 11 innings. Rishabh Pant started in style. Yuzvendra Gaikwad wanted a big heave over long on, failed to do that, and then Rahul got into his act. Some terrific shots. Rishabh Pant entertained the crowd with a couple of good shots, but then fell for a magnificent catch at mid-wicket by Manoj Tiwary.
Shubman Gill, quality strokes. Rahul smashing one over extra, giving himself the room. That was a brilliant stroke. Lovely wrist from Gill. Promising talent for the Indian under-19s. Rahul at the other end. Smashed a few off Praveen Tambe before that happened. He was bold. Manoj Tiwary back into the attack and back out of the attack. Yuvraj Singh, another quality player. Smashed a few. A couple of lovely strikes down the ground from Dinesh Karthik. And it was Yuvraj Singh who was the next man to go.
Krunal Pandya came in and he entertained one and all and hit Hardik Pandya for 10 runs in 2 balls. And then Dinesh Karthik was holed out in the deep of Vinay Kumar. Harbhajan Singh came in, hit one for a boundary, and then he was holed out at mid-off. Shardul Thakur was caught nicely by Shikhar Dhawan and did the typical Shikhar Dhawan style at third man. And then in the last over, freaky shots and a couple of wickets for Hardik Pandya, who finished with 4 wickets to his name. Road safety 11 need 203 runs to win. We'll take a short break. Do join us for the run chase.
Makes beauty inanimate. Huh? Afghans. Yes. Locator, bat, bowl, target. If there is time, I'll do a KL Rahul package. Yes, PD. Highlights nahi PD. Only KL Rahul package. बंद कर दे, बंद कर दे. Blue का है रे. बोलो. Locator batting card, KL package, bowling card, target.